Tama Tonga gets involved. Femi made him pay. Fall from grace. Oba Femi advances. Roxanne Perez, Io Sky, Julia, and Lash Legend. The first round of the Queen of the Ring tournament.
What is up, everybody? How's it going? We are live on Kick, Twitch, and YouTube. So, yeah, we're everywhere right now.
Winner of this matchup faces Io Sky from Monday Night Raw. Kiana James roll up. Rose plant. Holding on cool. Big boot by Raquel. Tejada bomb. Raquel's in the semifinals. Who will head to the semifinals to face Oba Femi? That clothesline, Drew Williams. And a low blow by Morgan. Raw splash. Mysterio advances.
That was cool. The ruler of Monday Night Raw is here. Oba. Oba. Oh. Man. Pricey Pooh, is that you? Pooh Bear? Is that you? What is up, Phil? How's it going, my boy? I like being the walk.
Gentlemen, please welcome Oba Femi.
Drinking a Monster today, guys. It's been a long week. It was a long week last week.
You guys are wonderful here in Paris. I would love to stand here and watch you guys exalt me all night, but we have things to attend to. I know. But let's get down to business. All right. There's so much we have to touch on, you know. Me and Paul Heyman, we don't agree on many things, but we do have one opinion that we both share, and that is that Paul Heyman doesn't believe in predictions. He believes in spoilers. And so do I. So I have a little spoiler for you guys in Paris here tonight. And that is that I will run through every single man in this King of the Ring tournament, down to the last one. And I will meet that last one-on-one at Night of Champions. And whoever he is, he will have fought valiantly, but it's unfortunate that his journey ends there, because I will destroy him as well.
Oh.
And when I do, I will take my rightful place upon the throne as your new King of the Ring. And that is not a prediction. That is a spoiler.
Ooh. I actually believe that. I ain't gonna lie. I honestly think he can do that.
And I will take that crown because, as you know, your ruler needs a crown to be the ruler, doesn't he? And 2026 is the year of collecting trophies, but there is one trophy that I am yet to collect. But that is the head of Brock Lesnar.
Ooh.
Because the score is 1-1, but he's nowhere to be seen. He comes back and he gets even and he disappears. And he does it in the most underhanded way possible. He cheats. He hits me from behind. He attacks when I'm not looking. And I get to listen to Paul Heyman talk about what I've unleashed in his big bad beast. But the only thing that I've seen for the last 3 weeks is a big bad bitch.
Oh, oh, oh.
So Brock, you can't stay away forever. When I see you, I'll settle the score.
Dominic, you dumbass.
I sure hope Dirty Dom knows what he's doing, Michael Cole. 1 week before Dominic Mysterio and Oba Femi go one-on-one in the King of the Ring tournament.
That poor bastard didn't know what hit him.
Oba, you don't rule anybody. See, you're so worried about Brock Lesnar, but you should have been worried about Dirty Dom. Hold on. Let me ask you a question. How long you been here, rookie?
Rookie, wow. God, I hope not. I really hope they don't. That's the last thing we need.
And I said, how long you been here, rookie? A cup of coffee? I am a 20-year veteran in this game.
20 years.
I am the king of the luchadores. And once I am your king of the ring, I will rule over you.
You better piss him off.
So why don't you make this easy for yourself and bend the knee and respect the stash?
Oh, hell. You dumbass.
Dominic's
You
Judgment
think
Day
that's gonna
brother,
work?
JD McDonough, but the steel chair didn't even move Femi. The ruler didn't flinch.
Oh,
What a
turn that
right
big ass
hand.
head.
Now Dominic Mysterio with a 619 as Omo was dealing with JD McDonough. Dominic now to the
He's
top
gonna get got.
rope.
Oh,
Shot
shit.
across the ring.
Damn.
Oh, Dominic, you're spitting in the wrong volcano.
Ooh,
And JD
he almost got that
McDonough
fall from grace.
saving
Damn.
Dominic Mysterio from the ruler Oba Femi. Dominic and Femi go one-on-one next week in the
Oh, yeah, we're gonna, we all
semifinals.
going to.
Dom, you messed up tonight. We all know that Rey Mysterio is your father. Next week, I will introduce you to your daddy.
Oh, shit, that was good.
Dominic Mysterio,
That was
say your
good.
prayers, take out an insurance policy. Maybe don't show up in Baltimore next week. Oh, you know I'm as big of a Dominic Mysterio fan as anybody walking the earth. But I'm a little worried for the King of the Luchadors in the King of the Ring tournament. Corey, Dominic Mysterio is digging an even deeper grave for himself come next week. I see what you did there.
Man,
well
that was
done,
good.
well done.
We know
What
Rey
a night
Mysterio
we
is your
have in
father.
store. Back
Next
here in
week,
Paris,
I'll
France,
show you who your
as
daddy
you can
is.
hear the WWE fans live and loud
Damn.
as always.
That was good.
But Cole, we can't do this all alone. No, we can't. We have special guests right next to us here at ringside. Please say hello to our French announce team of Christophe Ajus and Nadir Mahomedi. Bonsoir, bienvenue à Paris ce soir dans la ville de l'amour. On voit la
Eh.
vie en rose.
Dice,
Ravi d'être ici à l'Accor Arena pour Monday Night Raw
Price
en
of Two, is
direct sur
that you?
Netflix.
quit acting like you don't know us, man.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, going to be quite the night, but right now we want to take it back to last week in our main event where it was
Hell yeah.
Seth Rollins finally trying to put his issues with Braun Breaker in the Vision to bed. Here are the closing moments. To the surprise of no one, Austin Theory would arrive to help his Vision brother Braun Breaker, but Montez Ford, surprisingly enough,
Man.
would come to the aid of Rollins to neutralize Theory and would receive a spear for it. As would Paul Heyman, the Oracle, caught by a spear from Braun Breaker, driven through the barricade. Braun Breaker would deliver a spear to Seth Rollins, who was armed with Braun's own tag team title. A stomp later, and Braun Breaker has been banished to the rear view mirror of the visionary Seth freaking Rollins.
Paul
Right
got
now, let's
bad
check in
last
with
week.
our colleague. Welcome back,
Good
Jackie
match
Redmond.
right there. Right here. Hell yeah.
Cole, thank you so much. It's great to be back. It's also great
Ooh,
to be
Jackie Redmond.
backstage with Seth Rollins. Seth, I imagine you're feeling still a little bit of satisfaction having seen Braun Breaker spear Paul Heyman through a wall. But is it safe to say that's the exclamation point on all of this? Are we done with the Vision now?
Jackie, listen to me. Listen to me. Paris! Welcome to Monday Night Rollins! Jackie, let me tell you something about time. Time is a flat circle because the last time I was in Paris, I was in fact the world heavyweight champion. I was the leader of the Vision, and the Vision was the future. But now the Vision is in the past. The present is the King of the Ring tournament, which I will win. And the future is me taking back the title that I never lost. And what that means, Jackie, is that I have a date somewhere down the line with Roman Reigns. A man that I used to call brother. A man who can't seem to win his titles on his own. A man who can't seem to beat Seth Rollins when it matters most. So Roman, I want you to listen very closely to me. You are holding on to a title that doesn't belong to you. That World Heavyweight Championship is a title that I made, and it belongs to the visionary. It belongs to the revolutionary. It belongs to Seth freaking
That date for Rollins reigns, if Rollins could win King of the Ring,
the Queen of the Ring qualifiers up first. Nice. And we're getting us some Alexa Bliss.
Men's King of the Ring first
I'm
round
not even mad
matchup
about
later on
that.
tonight, but
I'd
now it's
love to see
time
her.
for a first round matchup and the Queen of the Ring.
The following is a first round match in the Queen of the Ring tournament. Introducing first from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss.
Who will head to the semifinals? Fatal four-way. Up next in the Queen of the Ring tournament live on Netflix.
Alrighty, guys. 3 minutes. We got a 3-minute break. Thank you, everybody that's joining in with us right now on Kick, Twitch, and of course YouTube. We are not live on TikTok. They got us last week, so we had to start that account all over again. So if you haven't done so, make sure you go over to TikTok, hit Wrestling Today Podcast, and hit that follow button. And make sure you're liking all the videos. I'm not going to be doing any reaction videos anymore for a while. Mostly just announcements and stuff, reviewing some shows and everything. I'm actually going to do a full walkthrough of the entire studio and explaining everything, because I know a lot of y'all have never seen the green screen before, which is right here. And then, of course, the lights and all the belts and everything that's in here. That should be good. That should be fun to do. Don't know if I'll do it live, and I don't know which platform I'll post it to, but I'll post something. Because I know I posted a video on TikTok, and y'all are going to laugh. I don't know what it is about all these apps, right? Like, I don't get it. You post reaction videos, they tell you it's not original content. Give me 1 second. Okay. You post original video, like post reaction videos, they say it's not original. They take you down. You post your own original content, and then they tell you it's against their guidelines. I'm like, what the hell do y'all want? Like, really, what is it that y'all want from us? Because I post that content and y'all don't like it. I post my content and you don't like it. Like, what's the deal here? Let's everyone get our human monies together so Dominic will be cursed. Phil, we should get our humans money together and get Dominic cursed. I think he is cursed. I think he already is. But I could be wrong. I think he probably paid to get it taken off. Tess says she's in. Tess says she's in, everybody. I'm talking to YouTube at the same time, guys. Like, there's YouTube in front of me right here on my phone. And then I got 3 screens open right now on my computer. It's crazy how all this works. Like I said, I'll show you how all that works later on. But let me know, how does, I don't get TikTok anymore. Like, I can't post anything really, I guess. I don't know. I think I might just let it go. What is up, Sean Detroit? Shano Detroit, what's up, man? How's it going? It has been a while. It's been a while since I've been on Twitch or anything, but we are here now. This is what we're doing. We are coming back with the show.
At SummerSlam, fatal four-way action, first round matchup, Queen of the Ring.
I love me some Chelsea.
Victoria, BC.
I actually want her to win. I love everyone in this match. I like Alexa, I like Chelsea,
champion Chelsea Green. I do want to make
Becky,
a quick
and
mention back to what we saw
I believe
moments ago.
Liv was in this
Paul
match as
Heyman,
well.
of course, speared
I
through
love
the
all
barricade
four
by
women.
Braun Breaker in our
But
main
I
event.
would-
Last week, Paul not
I honestly
here
think
tonight,
Chelsea would
He's not
benefit more
medically
from
cleared
winning
to be
King
in
of the
Paris
Ring
for
than
Monday Night
anybody
Raw.
I certainly send my well
Just
wishes
my
to
opinion.
the Oracle, and we hope to see you soon, Mr. Heyman, to continue
She's
learning
wearing that outfit,
from the
man.
best. But right now,
looking
it's time to
fine.
pledge allegiance, Michael Cole. We
Matt
haven't seen anything this
Cardona,
good in the States since
you
Lady
are
Liberty
lucky
herself.
SOB.
We're not in the States. We're actually in Paris.
Yeah, who gifted us Lady Liberty? You're welcome.
Let's come around.
Like, I don't think Becky needs to win this at all.
Ireland, the man.
Just because this could just be something else she can add to her resume. She doesn't really
Hey,
benefit
Becky, get
from
over it, by the way. You lost the Intercontinental Championship 8 nights ago in Clash in Italy to Sol Ruca. And all she's been doing for the last 8 days is posted on social media how her Italian
that's like a
vacation
little
was ruined
That's
by
crazy.
Sol Ruca. Some of us were actually working this week.
Well, some of us were in Italy enjoying ourselves as well, and unfortunately, the man was not afforded the same opportunity, the same grace, because people like Peter Gardenhoser were chasing her around town in Italy. Meanwhile, all Becky needs to do is take a little bit of time for herself to recalibrate and remember what took her to the mountaintop before. It could all start again tonight. We may have the next Queen in the Ring right before us.
First ever Queen of the Ring tournament for the man Becky Lynch, the 7-time world champion.
I think it's rather brave of Becky to compete in her current tumultuous mental state.
She was muttering to herself earlier today. Speaking of world champs,
Liv Morgan. She could be my bad decision. Any day.
And her opponent, representing the Judgment Day, she is the Women's World Champion, Liv Morgan.
there's a lot of stories to unpack in this matchup here tonight, including swirling around this young woman, the current world champion from Judgment Day, Liv Morgan, who is celebrating her birthday here in Paris, France today. And what a way to celebrate your birthday by
Than having Michael Cole drum up nonsensical controversies about my friends and I. That's not how Liv wants to spend her birthday. She wants to spend it by advancing
cool.
in the Queen of the Ring tournament, so she gets one step
Put a whole
closer
banner up
to
there.
taking it all.
Okay, so let's talk about this. First off, last week, Roxanne
That
Perez
would
of the
be
Judgment
cool,
Day
though.
does not
Your
advance.
birthday in France.
No help at all from anyone within the group.
That's
This
all.
past Friday, Raquel Rodriguez of the Judgment Day actually advances into the semifinals. She faces Io Sky next week in the semifinal matchup. Now, what happens if Liv wins tonight? Liv and Raquel will clash down the road. What do you think is going to happen then?
It's all in the best interest of the Judgment Day. Liv would love all of the gold for herself, but Liv is smart enough to understand that if all the gold at least stays in the Judgment Day clubhouse, that's just as good.
Rules in this matchup: first woman to gain pinfall or submission will win. No countouts, no
come on.
disqualifications. And that no disqualification rule came into effect this past Friday on SmackDown when we saw Dominic Mysterio win the Fatal 4-Way because of a low blow, illegal low
allies.
blow from Miss Morgan.
Alexa Bliss looking for Sister Abigail.
And Becky Lynch with a right hand, and now goes right after Chelsea Green.
I love the strategy out of the gate by both Lynch and Bliss. Both attempted their finishing maneuvers almost immediately, trying to get out of this Fatal 4-Way ASAP.
And now Becky sends Chelsea out to the apron. This will be a fast-paced matchup. The winner of this match will advance to take on the winner of Friday night's final first-round matchup in the Queen of the Ring tournament. Alexa Bliss, nice drop kick to Becky Lynch. Bliss, the former 5-time world champion, would love to advance in the tournament tonight.
Dang, my boy.
Put the brakes on.
Liv Morgan, nobody home as Bliss delivers a right hand and drops Morgan to the floor.
You know what? I'll sacrifice myself for the team.
And now Becky
I'll
Lynch with a
take
baseball
everybody.
slide.
Bliss was out of the way just in time.
And now, oh, Morgan. A cannonball taking out Lynch and Chelsea Green. Now heading up to the top rope. Chelsea gonna fly.
Okay. We see you, girl. We see you.
How obnoxious would she be if she won Queen of the Ring? Oh!
I think it might be exactly what we need.
They went to break, guys. All right, man. Everybody's just like dipping out as soon as they hit the break. Man, y'all, I don't know. Let's see. I'm like, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me okay? Testing. Can y'all hear me? You guys are weird. Y'all don't like to talk. I'm showing you this stuff for free. All you gotta do is talk. Okay, let's see. Unless you're going to go watch that recap guy, then you're just weird for that. Maybe I should start. Let's see. Cool. Are you still gonna show the show? Tyler Graham, I'm on. If you want to see the show, guys, there's a place called Kick. You can probably watch the show with us right now. That's where we're at watching it. Just look me up on Kick, Wrestling Today podcast, my boy. That's where I'm at. That's where we'll be. I think that's the permanent home of our live right now. Just because Tiki Talkie doesn't like us too much. I had to give me some H2O. Is there anything going on this weekend, guys? I can't remember. I don't think there is. And Saturday I was waiting for AAA to start, and it never showed up on my YouTube. It never went live, or showed me the live at least. So I didn't watch what happened with the 6-woman tag match. And then like an hour after it ended, it started showing clips on YouTube. I'm like, what the hell? Already Phil says he's always going to be here. I haven't used Twitch in a while, so I don't remember who my mods are. This is the first time we've been back on Twitch in a while. Most because I had like 2 strikerinos against me on Twitch, and I didn't want to risk showing anything on there for a while. And I think just last month or in March, I can't remember, all those went away and I completely forgot. So I'm at 0 now, so we're good to go. So that's why we're here. We're not showing it over there. We're just like, guess doing reactions. But for sure, we're doing what we do over here on Kick for now. Hopefully that never goes away. Knock on wood. Alrighty.
The winner advances to the semifinals to take on the winner of this coming Friday's Fatal 4-Way from SmackDown. Already Io Sky, Raquel Rodriguez set for the semifinals. And there is Alexa Bliss with a couple of shoulder tackles, and Lumis Bliss now starting to pick up the pace.
Dragon screw by Bliss takes down the Women's World Champion Liv Morgan.
And Bliss feeding off this electric crowd here tonight in Paris. And Chelsea Green been fired up all match long.
Senton by Bliss. A modicum of teamwork between Green and Alexa Bliss.
I guess it's okay strategy. Turn it into a 2-on-2 match, or a 1-on-1 matchup, I'm sorry. Oh, and Bliss now. Chelsea with a kick.
I know a lot of other people did this, but when Liv and Alexa came into the scene at the same time, one on SmackDown and Raw, did anybody else confuse them? I'm just asking.
My goodness.
Fast-paced action here.
Oh,
Blitz of strikes from Bliss.
Well, I wasn't showing it. I was trying to watch it.
Now Bliss turns her attention to Becky Lynch, looking for the manhandle slam. Bliss trying to fight out of it. reversal drop kick from
Nice drop
Green.
kick.
Chelsea's looked great so far in this matchup.
No doubt about it, as has Alexa Bliss.
DDT, Bliss, cover, hook of the leg, and a kick out. Sorry, I got excited there. Remember, the winner of the Queen of the Ring tournament heads to Minnesota for a World Championship opportunity at SummerSlam. Individual tickets on sale right now for that massive event.
Alexa could be looking for a twisted Bliss, but Lynch cut her off at the pass. And for anybody at home, any English speakers wondering what the crowd has been chanting, these maniac Parisians, it essentially means only two. Made famous by our French counterpart, Christophe Ajus.
Nice. Now Becky and Bliss high above the ring. Chelsea Green sends Becky to the mat. Chelsea looking to pull off a huge victory tonight.
Precarious position for both women.
And the winner of the Queen of the Ring will join Zelina Vega, Nia Jax, Jade Cargill as previous Queen of the Ring winners. And Morgan now into the power bomb. We're going to stack up Chelsea Green. And now, twisted Bliss from Alexa Bliss to Morgan. Here's the cover. And Becky Lynch breaks things up.
My God, I don't know how Chelsea Green's back isn't broken in half.
No, it may well be. Incredible atmosphere here tonight in Paris, France. First round matchup,
like a pretzel,
Queen of the Ring tournament.
Alexa came down on.
It truly is anybody's match at this juncture.
Which ultimately made her
Chelsea Green, who may need to be wheeled home.
Chelsea.
And now Becky Lynch, perhaps frustration starting to set in here. Remember, she lost her Intercontinental title just 8 nights ago.
I think this is Lynch recognizing the situation. This is championship pedigree. This is top girl stuff. Realize when the moment arrives to strike, that's exactly what the man is doing.
And cleaning out the ring of Morgan and Chelsea Green. And Alexa Bliss with a kick to the midsection. And Bliss now went for a tornado DDT, blocked by Lynch. Lynch now into a manhandle slam. No, nice reversal counter by Bliss. Cover, kick out by Lynch. And Alexa takes out Becky.
Blockbuster by Bliss, but here comes Morgan.
Went for Oblivion. Bliss blocked. Sister Abigail. Drags Morgan back off the ropes. And Becky gonna save the matchup. Into a manhandle slam. Covered by Becky. Chelsea Green's turn to break things up.
Chelsea.
She's got Lynch hooked. She's gonna do it. Covered by Green.
Damn it.
Morgan turns it into a pinning combination.
No, what the? Are you serious? Fuck it. I freaking knew it. I freaking knew it. I knew they were going to give it to her ass. She don't need it. She's the world champion.
Stop selling your women's world champion short, Michael Cole. Liv Morgan says she wants it all and just took one step closer to taking it.
Well, what a matchup between 4 great women here tonight on Monday Night Raw.
Great counter by Alexa Bliss, delivering Sister Abigail, which likely would have earned her a win, save for the fact that the man was only a few feet away. A manhandle slam to Alexa,
and they still
to guarantee victory for
Makes
Becky Lynch.
no sense.
Insert Chelsea
Except
Green
that
and the unpretty her.
Her and going to
waited for
the
the final
finals or
count.
whatever.
Liv Morgan
And,
with
of course,
fantastic in-ring
Liv
IQ
cheats
recognized the
Raquel
situation and punched her
title
ticket
shot,
to the semifinals of the
they start
Queen
a
of the
feud for the
Ring
summer.
tournament.
We know Io
That's the
Sky
only thing
will
I could
face
think of.
Raquel Rodriguez in one bracket. Liv Morgan will face one of the 4 on the left-hand side of your screen. They battle it out in a fatal 4-way this coming Friday on SmackDown.
Something,
Liv
man.
Morgan, though, advances
I remember the writing
Queen
team.
of the Ring.
Chelsea winning would have been a lot more entertaining. For the fact that she's trying to get somebody to have her back and no one does.
Mexican Lucha Libre promotion AAA will hold
there would
its
be a lot of
largest annual event,
opportunities for people
Triplemania,
to come up and
across
step
2
up
nights
to
for the first time this September.
Liv, Raquel,
Triplemania
and
34
Roxanne.
will take place on Friday, September 11th at the Luxor in Las
Gives
Vegas,
more people
followed by Arena
a lot more TV time and
CDMX in
sets up
Mexico
some
City,
matches
Sunday, September
for X amount of
13th.
time.
Tickets are on sale right now via WWE.com/events. Cole, you do
That's
not
cool.
want to miss Triple Mania, coming off the heels of an incredible mask versus mask match in AAA that says the world buzzing. A lot more lucha news to get to here tonight.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is a dream match, not only in Lucha Libre, but in all of sports entertainment. Later on tonight, Penta defends the Intercontinental Championship against the Hall of Famer, Rey Mysterio.
That's gonna be good.
I have represented the art of lucha libre in the WWE for a long time.
He's a Hall of Famer. He is a living legend, the greatest luchador of all time.
Rey Mysterio!
When you're talking about lucha libre, you're talking about Rey Mysterio. He inspired generation around the world. And he inspired me.
But never have I seen a member of the Lucha Libre family rise to the top as fast as Penta.
Penta is here!
The new Intercontinental Champion, Penta!
For me, step into the ring with Rey is an honor. El mejor de todos los tiempos, leyenda viviente. Esta oportunidad es única en la vida y no pienso desaprovecharla.
Penta, you say it's an honor to face me in the ring. In reality es un honor para mí. It's an honor for Rey Mysterio to step into the ring and face you.
This is more than a match. This is piece of history of lucha libre. This is Penta versus Rey Mysterio
For the Intercontinental Championship. Mexican, American, worldwide pride.
Two of the greatest luchadors to ever step foot in the ring. This is a dream.
Let's make history.
Okay. I see y'all.
Penta? Yeah? You've got an important match tonight, so I'm going to keep this short, all right? I talked to your brother Ray Phoenix on SmackDown, and he said some stuff that got me thinking. Now, I've done a lot over the past 2 years here that I'm ashamed of. All right, I spiraled. I went crazy, ran around impersonating luchadors, insulting an entire culture, and I realized it all started because I lost to you in your debut match here in WWE. Now, the match was awesome, but I did not take that loss like a man. I took it like a coward, and my actions showed that. So I don't expect anything from you, but I'm here to look you in the eye and say, I'm sorry.
Chuck, I love Lucha Libre. I love my brother. I love everything about Lucha Libre and my culture. But you know something? It's not easy to say you're wrong, and I respect that. But if you wanna do right by Lucha Libre, you know who you need to talk to. Okay?
I know.
Man, that's gonna be a badass match. Give us a rematch on that one. Alrighty. They went to break, of course. 3 minutes. Oop. I ain't gonna lie. They need to run that back with Penta and Chad Gable. Give them 30 minutes. Just screw it. 30 minutes of them going at it. I guarantee that will be up there with the mask versus mask match. Hell, throw Rey Mysterio as the guest referee. Screw it. Like that match would probably steal the entire show. You know what? Next year, and if they do another ladder match for that title at WrestleMania, they need to make sure Chad Gable's part of it. Like straight up, Chad Gable is underrated, underappreciated. Give him a chance. They were doing so good when he was going against Gunther. They dropped the ball somewhere. But all right, let's see. We got a few people watching us on Twitch right now. Appreciate you. Make sure you're following. That always helps us out. And if you're new on Kick, make sure you are following us as well. We are trying our best to do this every single show. We were live on last Monday. We were live Tuesday, I believe. If I remember correctly. I can't fully remember. I don't think we were. But we were also live on Friday. We're live again today, and we're going to do our best to be live tomorrow night for NXT. And, of course, I'm going to do my best to bring you some TNA action and some Friday Night SmackDown as well this week. My schedule with my kids is changing a little bit. So, yes, we will be doing more lives. And next week, for sure, we'll be live Monday, Tuesday. Also trying for Friday or next Thursday and for next Friday as well. I hope so, says Tez. No, but no doubt. I think the angle is to have Raquel versus Liv, which it's not a big match. I mean, it is, but it's not. I think Roxanne versus Liv would have been better. Not taking nothing away from Raquel. I love her. But I just don't see the payoff there. Just the fact that Judgment Day may be no more. Because Roxanne and Raquel look like they're fed up with Liv shit. That's just my opinion. Already. They're just on break right now, like I said. We're about 5 seconds away.
News tonight. WWE is coming back to Atlanta with a special edition Sunday night's main event. On Sunday, September 6th at State Farm Arena. Tickets are on sale this Friday at 10 Eastern, only at Ticketmaster.
I know a lot of people are excited
WWE's
for
European takeover wraps up in Paris,
wrestling
France.
this week,
This
but
portion of the tour
who's excited for the
wraps up. More
World
on that
Cup?
in just a little bit. This is Monday
Like,
Night Raw. We are
this
live
week's the start
on
of the World
Netflix.
Cup. I know my dad's excited. We've had to download all the apps for him to watch all the games on there on his phone while he's at work. Give us this match, one-on-one, no bullshit. Give us that again.
Good luck out there tonight. Because you are this generation's king of the ring.
Yo, dude, I'm glad you stopped by. I want to say thank you for that and thank you for last week, dude. How's Dogs doing?
Ooh, give us that match.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
Jacob. All gas, no brakes.
I'd be real careful, Oos, on how you speak about the family. Matter of fact, I'm in the King of the Ring tournament now. I'm winning. And I'm taking that championship from Cody Rhodes, Oos.
Ass up, Jay.
Congratulations, Joe. I'm glad you're in the tournament. You're not going to win, but at least that's more I can say for Big Jim.
Ooh.
Big Jim not in the tournament. Big Jim's on the sidelines, right where Roman wants you, huh?
Damn.
Look, I don't know if you boys even heard what I said earlier. I wasn't talking about the family. I'm never talking about the family. I'm talking about Roman Reigns. I get it. This is a family thing, and that's how you guys do business. I understand that. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at you boys, but I'm disappointed. Because the truth is, I thought you were better than this. All right? I thought you were better than just running business for Roman Reigns. I thought you were better. I thought this was Big Jim, main event Jey Uso. All right? That's what I thought this was, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is the best it gets for you. Maybe the best it will ever be for you is being bag boys for Roman.
Hey, Jacob, get this fool, Oos.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's like, man, forget y'all. I'm out. He said,
Fam
you.
Come on.
Rollins continues to start fires everywhere he
Bring it back
goes,
to
but the
bleed, buddy.
visionary had better be
Bring it
focused
back.
on the task at hand. A first-round fatal four-way in the King of the Ring tournament. It's Rollins, the young OG Javon Evans, Tala Tonga, and Ricky Saints tonight.
Hell yeah, Phil.
Also, an
That's what I'm
interesting
talking
note
about.
from moments ago, Jacob Fatu told the Usos last week, I had to acknowledge Roman Reigns, not you. And Jacob Fatu obviously not following the orders of the Usos. Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, it is the first title defense for our brand new Women's Intercontinental Champion. Sol Ruca defends against the inaugural Intercontinental Champion, Lyra Valkyria.
As the Queen of the Ring tournament begins to heat up, two contenders are set on a collision course tonight in the City of Lights, with championship gold on the line. The Women's Intercontinental Champion, Raw's newest rising star, is determined to cement her own legacy. But first, she'll face the woman who paved the way as the inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champion. Before their Queen of the Ring qualifier match this Friday on SmackDown, they go one-on-one for the very first time.
My title! I think it's time I took it back.
Lyra Valkyria,
One thing about me is I am damn good at proving people wrong.
Sol Ruca,
Women's Intercontinental Championship on the line.
who will walk out victorious as champion tonight in Paris.
Ding dong. Oh, sorry, dude. Sorry. I know you're getting ready. I'm just excited for you. Soul versus
Baby,
Lyra,
baby.
first time ever. How you feel? You good?
Yeah, it feels so good, dude.
Awesome.
I haven't held gold in over a year.
Yeah, I know. But that's not what tonight's about.
Nope, tonight's night.
Tonight's about getting back what was yours in the first place. The first ever Women's Intercontinental Champion. Former NXT Women's Champion, former Tag Team Champion. All these things that you've accomplished has gotten you to tonight, right? Yes, you do whatever it takes because you are Lyra and you are one of the best and I believe in you. All right?
Thanks, dude. Yeah.
You good?
Yeah, I'm
You
good.
got this.
I'm good. I got this.
All
Yeah.
right. Good luck. Oh, see ya.
Damn. Beating her ass before she even goes out there. So we have two IC title matches tonight. That's what's up. And if you're wondering what Phil said, he said, LOL, not gonna lie. Looking at Phil seeing that outfit made me feel like
Brand new
the kid
Intercontinental
on Dude, Where's My
Champion,
Car?
Corey Sol Ruca.
Dad, I want to go on that
Sunday in
ride.
Clash in Italy,
And he
knocking
goes,
off Becky
me too,
Lynch for the
son.
title.
Me too.
No doubt, a
And
memorable
we all
moment for
feel that
Sol
way.
Ruca, but tonight we find out
I
what
know
Sol
I am.
truly is
That
made of
woman is
as
too
she makes
fine.
her first defense of the
And Sol
Intercontinental
Ruca,
Championship one-on-one with Lyra Valkyria next.
It's not a Monday Night Raw without the 30 breaks they take. All right, another 3 minutes. Did I hear myself say 3 minutes? If you know, you know. So what's up, guys? How's it going? How's it going? Oh, and then Tess said, when we see Zilla start losing his belts, then we know he is on his way to WWE. Unless you're an AEW fan, he's going to go to AEW. He can do more there. He'll have one or two matches, get a big pop, and they'll never use him again. I said it. I was watching AEW on Saturday night. I don't know, man. Sometimes it's easy to watch. Sometimes it's like, what is this dog shit I'm watching? But it was a good show. I will say that they had some good matches on Saturday night. Can't really complain too much about it. Tommaso Ciampa was in action. And I guess his big feud is going to be with Chris Jericho. He won a title, lost it, and now he's going to be feuding with Chris Jericho. He's doing a lot of big things in AEW. He's doing way better. WTP, you and Jimmy brought that out of me. What do you mean? Which part? Oh, the saying whatever the you want to say. We got a minute 15. All right. We got a few people watching over here on Kick. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining us. We got some people's over here on YouTube. I appreciate you. And we got some on Twitch as well. I appreciate you as well. Make sure you are all following all the platforms, keeping up with us. And make sure you go to the new TikTok account, Wrestling Today Podcast 89. I had to put a number. Wrestling Today Podcast 89. Hit the follow button and make sure you're liking all the videos. But I am posting all the same content to all platforms, so everything's going to be universal now. It's going to be a lot of my face now. Hardly any reaction videos because, well, you know, they don't like to let us react to videos anymore or to matches anymore, and they just want to use us for our content, but it's all good. 13 seconds. Nah, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. At first, I was just a little quiet mouse in the chat. Yeah, you were, man. We had to break you out of that shell.
City on July 18th. Tickets are on
Here we
sale
go.
now
We're back with the show.
via Ticketmaster. Well, what a week this could be for the woman who just entered the ring, Lyra Valkyria. First tonight, Lyra battles Sol Ruca for the Intercontinental Championship, and then Friday night on SmackDown, she participates in the final first-round matchup in the Queen of the Ring tournament with an opportunity to advance to the semifinals. Let's head up to the ring. The great Alicia Taylor.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Introducing the challenger from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria. And her opponent from Honolulu, Hawaii, she is the Women's Intercontinental Champion,
Got that ready.
Sol Ruca.
I want to start with the challenger, Lyra Valkyria, because this is a match nearly 1 year in the making. Remember when she lost at SummerSlam, she could no longer challenge for an Intercontinental Championship opportunity. That's a stipulation as long as Becky Lynch was the champ. Lynch is no longer the champ. Lyra's got a chance.
Potentially
like, what's he
speaking,
doing?
Lyra has an opportunity to become Intercontinental Champion once again.
hopefully you're
What
old
I'm
enough
curious to see
to know what that was.
whether or not Lyra Valkyria has developed a killer instinct. We talked about the difference between winning a champion and becoming a champion and staying a champion. Killer instinct can make all the difference. If Lyra shows us that tonight, she technically speaking has what it takes to knock off Ruca.
And I think Lyra may be able to pull that off because I loved what I saw out of Lyra last week. Bayley was in the middle of that interview. Lyra saw Sol Ruca down the hallway. She left the interview, walked down to Sol, and basically challenged her for this match tonight. And Sol, being a fighting champion, decided to put the gold on the line.
Certainly, Lyra sees what she wants and is doing her best to take it. Whether or not she has what it takes to get past Ruca remains to be seen.
Okay, what does Ruca need to do to win her first title defense here tonight?
Stick with what brought her to the dance. Sol Ruca is going to be looking for the Soul Snatcher, maybe the most spectacular move in the game right now. With that said, Sol has to mix it up a little bit. We know Sol wants to hit the Soul Snatcher, but Lyra knows that as well. So Sol needs to come at Lyra from different angles, give her a different look, come out of nowhere with the Soul Snatcher.
And Corey, you're a former champion. When you win that first title like Sol Ruca did at this level, I mean, she's been on a high for 8 nights now. Can that come into play here tonight?
Well, there's certainly a level of weight taken off your shoulders if you do pick up a win. With that said, the path is not going to get any easier. Sol Ruca, as long as she holds the Intercontinental Championship, or any title for that matter, is a marked woman in WWE.
Lyra Valkyria, nice springboard arm drag into a kip up, and Lyra now, nope, out of the way. And Sol Ruca, again, that quickness. Here's the hook of the leg and a kick out. Sol Ruca's a high flyer. She talks about that a lot, but she says because she's so tall, it gives her an added advantage. She's not your typical high flyer.
There's nothing typical about Sol Ruca from her high-flying abilities to her in-ring style. The fact is, a product of the WWE Performance Center. Sol is about as well-trained as anybody can be. It's what she does with that training now, how she applies it. It's really going to make her break her.
Yeah, only 4 years of training. Corey. She was part of the NIL group.
talk bad about them.
And now,
Here's the thing. For all the flips and tricks somebody
I get
can do
it.
in the
Stand
ring,
by your
sometimes
man.
you're going to get
Okay.
punched in the mouth. How do you respond to that? How do you
X Factor.
respond to being body slammed or thrown over the ropes?
Covered by Ruka. Hook to the leg. And Lyra kicks out.
That's where the advantage belongs to Lyra Valkyria. She traveled the globe on the independents before arriving in WWE. Lyra certainly has the experience advantage. It's whether or not she's willing to pull the trigger when it's necessary.
And among those who trained Lyra Valkyria, none other than SmackDown's newest acquisition, Finn Balor, trained Lyra very early on in her career. And again, champion's advantage for Ruka tonight. Lyra's got to pin or submit the champion. And Lyra now, with Soul up on her shoulders, maybe looking for Nightwing.
And with that being said, with champion's advantage in effect, if you're Sol Ruka, you want to win this thing by pinfall or submission. You don't want any controversy in your first championship defense. You know that's what Sol's looking for tonight. A clean, decisive victory.
And now Ruka launches herself off the top rope, caught by Valkyria. And Lyra
trying to power over Sol. Sol trying to sink her weight down, making it tougher for Lyra.
And now, over the top rope to the floor. She's lucky she didn't hit the apron. Lyra trying to win the Intercontinental title. Can Sol hold
Another
on?
break. How many breaks is that? 80? 3 minutes. So, what do you want to talk about? Man, I am thirsty today. And if you're wondering, yes, I already ate. So I'm not hungry or nothing right now. Just thirsty. I wasn't hungry, but thirsty. I must have drank me about 13 Dr. Peppers. If you know, you know. While we wait, let me see. I know I got some time. Oh, okay, what's this? She ain't read my message yet. So there's this girl. I'm just kidding. No, seriously, there's this girl I'm talking to. Miss Tess knows. We'll get personal with WTP while they're on break, I guess. Finally meeting her on Saturday. If you're wondering about the other girl I was seeing, we're friends. There was like no physical attraction after a while. Like we talked all the time and this and that, but I don't think there was that one factor in our could have been relationship. You know a lot. That's why you're the wise woman. But yeah, no, there was something missing in that. Like she was a really nice lady. A lot of potential of being a future Mrs. WTP, but there was just like there wasn't that spark between us. You know, like when you're with somebody or talking to somebody, you always have that spark that you can be yourself with them. You can just relax and this and that. Like she's a good person. We can talk about a lot of things, but we just didn't have that spark between us. And this other chick I'm talking to now, wow, she has WTP like blushing like crazy. Like I think Tess was there when that girl hit up my live one time, and she just saw how much I started blushing and shit. So, so Tess knows. She'll tell you. She's like, oh yeah, he was bright red and this and that, and then you know, just every time we talk, me and this chick, like we have a blast. So yeah. Class scene. What about her principal? Yee boy. Your mama show. Oh yeah, man, that's a good one. Oh no, not yet. 10 seconds. I'm friends with her. Yeah, she told me. She's like, she keeps requesting me. Like, yeah, she has like 3 or 4 accounts, girl. She's gonna request you in all of them.
Ruka looking to gain some momentum. Both women down off that collision in the center of the ring.
Both women with the same idea, both looking for the clothesline, both connecting.
I've been very impressed. We mentioned this a few moments ago, Corey, with the aggressiveness of Lyra Valkyria tonight. Her first opportunity at the Intercontinental title in almost a year, and she does not want to let it go by.
Well, clearly, Lyra has been watching her calendar, hoping for the day that Becky Lynch was no longer the Intercontinental champion. And now Lyra's going to make the best of this opportunity because she may not get another one if she fails tonight.
And we've mentioned as well that we're going to learn a lot about the champion Sol Ruca in her first title defense tonight. Does she have the guts, the resilience, the fortitude to keep the title? And Sol fighting back. What an uppercut.
We know Ruca has the physical skill set. It's the intangibles that make or break a champion.
A lot of that has to do with experience. Sol has had to learn fast here.
Knowing the whens and the whys.
Nice back elbow, another one. Delivered to Valkyria. Lyra into the... Whoa! Oh, Sol Ruca with a German suplex released.
Ruca now looking to push the pace of this one. Keep her foot on the gas pedal.
Oh. There's a drop kick, drives Lyra back toward the corner. So impressive has been the champion.
And this is what Ruca was looking for, that next gear, that next level.
Oh, right running knee, is it enough? Hook up both legs now on Lyra, who's got a kick out at 2.
Sol almost got that win.
Take another look at Ruca delivering full extension missile drop kick to the chest of Valkyria, followed up immediately by a running knee, but still not enough to keep Valkyria down.
Been a sensational matchup for the Women's Intercontinental Championship here tonight, live from Paris on Monday Night Raw. Ruca off the top rope, and Lyra Valkyria that time was able to intercept. And now Lyra, leg drop, back of the neck. Is it enough to win the title? And Sol Ruca, though, rolls back to her feet.
Wise decision by the champion.
Oh, that spinning heel kick by Lyra stacks up the champ. Sol kicks out at 2. Just surviving.
Valkyria has been extremely impressive tonight. There we see the leg drop across the back of Ruca's neck. But almost instinctively, Ruca rolled away, put as much space between herself and her challenger as possible. And it paid off in that instant.
And that's instinct, Corey, you just can't teach.
Right. That shows that Sol Ruca has wisdom beyond her years in this business.
And now Lyra, tornado DDT.
No,
Ruca countered. Somehow landed on her hands and feet. Went for the X Factor. Lyra turns it into a basement drop kick. Tremendous action here.
Lyra could be looking for Nightwing. Has the champion hooked.
So Ruca, though, elbows well placed. Lyra's got a dropper.
Where Lyra wants to be.
Lyra intercepting a Soul Snatcher, though.
I told you, Lyra Valkyria is a smart competitor. She definitely did her homework. She's prepared for the Soul Snatcher.
And now Sol trying to fight out of this. Lyra may have her in position here. Ruca, though, and now stack up, grabs the leg, shoulders down, and a kick out at 2.
Very impressive from Lyra Valkyria.
Is exhaustion starting to set in, perhaps, for the champion.
Soul
Snatcher! Lyra got caught on the ropes. Sol Ruca to the Soul Snatcher from out of nowhere retains the title.
Very nice. Sol Ruca wins
Here is
again.
your winner, and still the women's
That Soul Snatcher, man, that's a crazy move.
champion, Sol Ruca.
Some say the first defense is
Wonder
the
who her next
toughest.
challenger is.
Congratulations to Sol Ruca. And Lyra was prepared for the Soul Snatcher. We learned that much throughout the match. But in the end, the slightest hiccup, Valkyria got her foot caught, and the champion made her pay. Soul Snatcher and skill.
I'll give Sol all the credit in the world. What a title defense here tonight against the very game and now upset Lyra Valkyria. And just think, Corey, this is just the start of what should be an amazing career for Sol Ruca.
No doubt about it. The sky truly is the limit for Sol Ruca. We've known about her since NXT. The secret's out, and the secret's the Intercontinental Champion.
Well, moments ago, you saw the situation with the Usos and Jacob Fatu, and Jacob not wanting to do the Usos' bidding. But he does have to do the bidding of the world champion Roman Reigns because he lost Tribal Combat. Last week on Monday Night Raw, Jacob Fatu had to acknowledge his tribal chief.
Let's not drag this thing out, Jacob.
I knew what would happen if I walked out with that title last night. And I knew what would happen if I lost. And last night, I lost. to my tribal chief. Rowan, I acknowledge you.
You don't understand this right now, Jacob, but I love you.
Jack, what was that, Oos? Huh? Man, anytime we in front of Seth like that, Oos, man, you get my back, bro. We on the same team, Oos.
Gotcha, bro. Hey, man, we called the play. You supposed to run it.
What? Hold on. Running?
Yeah.
Hey, let's not get it twisted. Let's keep it 100. I didn't acknowledge you, and I for sure in the hell didn't acknowledge your punk ass, Jay. Man, hey, the only one that I acknowledged was our OTC Roman Reigns. To keep it 100, you too worried about me. Need to worry about your boy, LA Knight.
Oh, boy.
Didn't y'all tell him to stop talking about the family, huh? And knowing LA got a lot on his mind and a lot to say. He's probably out there right now talking about the family. And you two are back here doing nothing. Ass.
Group text in. Don't worry about him, man.
Well, LA Knight is not out here yet, but LA Knight appears to be on his way. And he's had some things to say about the bloodline. Knight joins us live next.
All right. 3 minutes. These guys they're messing with us with all these breaks, man. I'm telling you. But anyways, so far tonight, or not tonight, but this afternoon, the show's been good. I'm not gonna lie. Matches that have happened so far, pretty good. One of them being the Fatal 4-Way for the qualifier of the Queen of the Ring tournament. That was pretty dope. Obviously, we didn't get the winner we wanted. We got Liv. I mean, I'm not complaining. She fine as hell, but she don't need the win, and I've already said why. Then, of course, we just got that banger of a match with the IC title, the women's IC title. So I know we still got the men's IC title and the men's qualifier. But obviously, we're about to fill in some blank space with LA Knight's promo. I see this ending probably around 115-ish. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on, but there's really not like a whole lot of time. I guess they've been averaging about 2 hours and 20 minutes, maybe 24 minutes, something like that. But they haven't really gone near the 2:30 mark. So we'll see what happens. But where's everybody at over here? Like, no one's talking. Everyone's just being quiet. Just quickly type. Damn, this thumb's slow. I broke this thumb years ago. Welcome to Raw, home of the 3-minute commercials. 3 minutes. I think they do that shit on purpose. I think they wanted to do 3-minute commercial breaks to see if people caught on. 3 minutes. I'm going to put that on a shirt. 3 minutes. How many E's is that? Like 4 or 5? 3. That's at least 5, maybe 6 E's. And then minutes underneath. I won't get sued for that one because they only blocked that 3-minute warning for like just the regular 3. So it's all fair game. Let's see. I'm just ready to go outside, man. I need to partake. Last night I couldn't sleep for crap. Like, you can only do so many of these because it's known. If you know, you know. That one doesn't hold a lot, so yeah.
On Wednesday,
Takes
Rey
a while before
Mysterio,
the effect.
who battles Penta for the Intercontinental Championship. Later on tonight will be a
So
part of
about
the Undertaker's
another
podcast. And Becky Lynch with a very interesting conversation with Stephanie McMahon. There you see the Eiffel Tower. We are wrapping up our European tour tonight in Paris, and these fans are absolutely incredible. Mural outside the Accor Arena, and you saw the WWE fans autographing this massive sign, paying respect to all of their favorite WWE superstars.
That'd be cool. I'll leave my phone number and say, hey,
Monday
call me,
Night
baby.
Raw, live from Paris on
Call me
Netflix,
back,
is
man.
presented tonight.
I'll leave my number on there for always.
DoorDash.
Especially Stephanie back here. Okay, call me, girl. Where is she at? Where is Stephanie at? Is she injured or just taking a break? How's that? Trying to give us that. Kind of has like a mixture of Stone Cold and
Ladies
The Rock.
and gentlemen, please welcome L.A.
Faster pace like Stone Cold.
Well, there's a reason
But
LA Knight was looking at the King of the
kinda
Ring
takes in
crown. That's
everything
because he
with
has
The
an
Rock.
opportunity to become King of the Ring and go on to SummerSlam for a World Championship opportunity. This coming Friday night on SmackDown. LA Knight in the final first round fatal four-way match in the King of the Ring tournament. Talk about a stacked field.
Main event, Jey Uso, the megastar, LA Knight, Royce
Man,
Keys, and Finn
I think that
Balor.
match, they need to give that
Someone
to
will
Finn
advance in the
Balor.
King of the Ring tournament. Who will
I see that
earn
going
that
to Finn.
distinction? Find out Friday night.
They love LA Knight around the world.
Yeah.
One of the most outspoken men in WWE history. Nice job, Berkeley.
Wow.
Yeah, boot Berkeley out of the building.
That's on the quarterback, not the wide receiver.
Hey ho.
Try it again.
Oh! There we go.
Baby, tugboat.
There you go. I think that pissed him off for real. Damn, that's crazy.
Let me talk to you.
Yeah.
Friday, SmackDown, fatal four-way for the King of the Ring. Finn Balor, Royce Keys, Jey Uso, and the man standing right here with everybody saying, L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, ordinarily, I'd walk out here and I'd say on Friday, I'm going to go through all four of them. I'm going on to the King of the Ring. I'm going to win that. And then I'm facing Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight Championship. You know what? I'm not even mad at you for chanting that. I'm not mad at you. You know why? Because Roman Reigns has conned you. Roman Reigns has pulled the wool over your eyes. And tonight, I'm not going to come out here and say that I'm going to win the King of the Ring and I'm going to go on to face him. You know why? Because I kind of consider the landscape right now. Roman Reigns is a guy whose empire's on the verge of crumbling. So he's out here trying to hold on to any power he can. He's keeping us all trapped in that bloodline vortex. So I can't think that on Friday, somebody from the bloodline ain't gonna come down here and interfere in that match to help Jey Uso win.
True, true.
And I know I've heard the warnings from Jimmy Uso, from Jey Uso. Don't talk about the family. It's not your business. But boys, unlike you, I don't take orders from Roman Reigns. I don't fall in line to a tribal chief. In this neighborhood, I am the chief. So as Chief LA Knight, let's go ahead and give me the benefit of the doubt. Let's say I go on and I win on Friday night. I go on to the King of the Ring. I win that too. And then I am facing Roman Reigns, looking him right in the eye for that World Heavyweight Championship. You can't think for 1 second that every single member of the bloodline ain't gonna come down here. Jacob, Jimmy, Jay, John Jacob, Jingleheimer Schmidt. Fun fact, his name is my name too. And he's probably gonna get involved in that match, as will probably their mom, their dad, their uncle, their aunt, their daughter, their grandfather, maybe the neighbor down the street, just to make sure Roman Reigns is still the champion. And guess who's gonna put the big old stamp on it? Adam Pearce.
Ooh.
Now I ain't gonna go as far as to say that Adam Pearce is in the pocket of Roman Reigns or the bloodline, but what I am gonna say is there is a stark, marked difference in the way that Adam Pearce talked to me last week, and then a difference in the way that he talked to Roman Reigns the week before. He's clearly got his favorites, and I ain't it. But that's okay. I may be unchosen, but every single one of you chose me. And more importantly than any of that, I chose myself, which means I do it my way, which means I get the job done, and I will make you one single solitary promise, which is that I don't know how to quit. I don't know how to stop. I can't stop the undeniable Kavorka, and I can't stop being L.A. Knight. Yeah. And with that being the case, I want to go ahead and wish every single man in that match on Friday luck, and I especially want to wish Jey Uso luck. I want to wish you so much luck, Jay, that you're able to do this on your own without calling your whole damn family down to ringside.
Damn. There it is.
It took a little bit longer than I thought for Jay to make his way out here. The Usos have warned LA Knight over the past few weeks, Corey, to keep Roman's name and the family's name out of his mouth.
And I understand how it can be attractive to heed that warning, but let's be perfectly honest. Roman Reigns and the entire bloodline made LA Knight's life a living hell for a long time. And LA Knight isn't about to forgive and forget. Here comes main event Jey Uso. Let's just say Jay's temper hasn't been his strong suit recently.
Not at all.
He's still over with the fans, man. I just think some poor booking decisions slowed down that fire he had. And of course his refusal to stop drinking.
It's on me. I said main event Jey Uso is now in your...
Running it back.
Harris wanted to run it back.
That crowd is hot.
You don't possibly expect me to stand here and watch this. Tell me why you came down here to interrupt me.
Because whenever my family calls for me, I'm gonna answer that call, LA. So I need you to stay in your damn lane. As far as me and you, yeah, I'm in the King of the Ring tournament. Yeah, I don't need no luck, LA, because I'm still him. I'm still the arena shaker. I'm still main event Jey Uso. And Friday night, I'm gonna show you who exactly the hell I am, Moose. This your warning shot.
Well, Jey Uso not only putting LA Knight on notice, but also putting Finn Balor and Royce Keys on notice as well, as they battle it out Friday night on SmackDown.
Cut.
Yep, he does.
That's okay, you're all right to boo that. I understand, it's fun to do. I did it at WrestleMania, I understand it. I don't fault you. But my man, really, man to man, I think you had me wrong. I think you misunderstand who I am. I respect the fact that you're passionate about your family. I love the fact that you're protective over your family. That's how you should be. That's how a good man should be. So with that in mind, again, I want to reiterate, Friday, I want to wish you good luck. And from the bottom of my heart, all the way from top to bottom, screw your family.
Oh, shit. Oh, we gotta do this. Okay. Yeet versus yeah.
Words, Cole. LA Knight doesn't care what he says or who he says it to, and now a man who's been a voice of reason, Jimmy Uso.
And Knight's never been a man who's chosen his words carefully, but maybe he should
Damn
start.
it, Jim. You robbed us of that again. It's going down on Friday for sure, though. It's going down on Friday. Oh, where's he going?
Jack Abel.
Going to Ray. Jack and Lee.
Guys, do you have a second?
Yeah.
I'm glad you're both here. I needed it.
We're good, man. We're good. Take it easy, Canal. Really, despite you took off my mask off, now I know that you know what the mask means. Lucha Libre is all about culture and respect.
And we heard what you said to Phoenix and Penta. You gotta stop beating yourself up, man. Look, I know a year ago when you started this whole fiasco, your mission was to make fun and disrespect Lucha Libre. And yeah, at one point I did want to knock your head off your shoulders.
Fair enough.
But after watching your mask versus mask match, that was true Lucha Libre. I felt that.
I felt too, really.
Badass match.
Consider your apology accepted, man.
Honestly, thank you. Thank you both.
No worries.
Appreciate that.
Hey, just 1 second before you leave. You know, I've known you for a minute now. And I'm really not one to judge. But you might want to look back a little further, because I'm pretty sure that you've said and done some things that you might regret. Way before you put that mask on. Just think about that.
The Alpha Academy? The same? Man, this is going to be a badass match. Should have been the main event. Should have been the freaking main event. But we're getting it right now. It's all good. Obviously, they're about to go to break.
I cannot wait.
He is tiny. I thought him and Chad Gable would be
In
at
the
least a
wake
little
of the
closer in
mask
height.
versus mask
But,
match, Chad
you know,
Gable
they're
said
not
he
too far
learned
off.
firsthand that he could not defeat the spirit of Lucha Libre.
think-
Well, the spirit of Lucha Libre will be on full display for the world to see with the Intercontinental Championship on the line next on Netflix.
All right, they went to break. 3 minutes. All right. Yeah, I think Rey Mysterio is my height. I think we're both about, well, he's about 5'5", I'm about 5'6". So he's literally like just my height. And yeah, I guess we're both tiny dudes. They got Dominic on the infomercial here for DoorDash. Okay. But yeah, they both are tiny, and it's crazy. He's 5'6". Okay, I thought I said about 5'5", 5'6", right? But yeah, we're the same height, so we're both like eye level to each other. So he's only like 4 inches taller than me. You are a tiny person, Tess. You are very short. Old girl that I'm talking to is about 5 foot, she says. So I'm about 5 inches, 5-6 inches taller than her. So yeah. I'm glad I'm not, shorter than her. You know how hard it is to find a girl that's shorter than me? My ex-wife was like 5'4". So she was like right there. And when she wore heels, I was like, damn it, don't wear heels. You're 5'2". Wow, okay. Maybe with shoes on, Tez. Maybe with shoes on. Just kidding. You're 5'7.5", Phil. You freak of nature. No, I'm just kidding. Oh man. Damn, there would be 1 minute left. I should have went straight to the restroom. Oh man. It's all good. Still, we got like maybe less than an hour left. Your boyfriend is 6'2". Oh my God. You're just tiny. He looks down. He's like, oh, you're so tiny. Let me see what's going on here. Alrighty, let's see. My friend told me to stop watching wrestling. I'm about to tell him, stop watching me watch wrestling and get a job, fool. I do got a job. I just choose when to go, which is awesome.
And lucky fans to the ultimate showdown across 8 epic sports challenges. WWE superstars Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley, Jey Uso, Liv Morgan, and the greatest of all time, John Cena, are set to compete. $2 million in prizes on the line, only at Fanatics Fest. Head to fanaticsfest.com/games for sign-up info, plus photos and autos are on sale now. Breaking news, this just in.
Acknowledge me.
I'll be right back, guys.
Brace yourself, New York City, and now brace yourself, Paris and the rest of the world. Penta defending the Intercontinental Championship in a dream match against the Hall of Famer, the greatest luchador of all time. looking to win his third Intercontinental Championship and add to his Hall of Fame resume. The man who has won a Royal Rumble, 3 World Championships, 3 United States titles, 5 tag team titles. And last week, Corey, coming off a tag team victory with his buddy Dragon Lee over Ethan Page and Rusev.
Rey Mysterio, the timeless luchador. Certainly a list of accolades a miles long. You neglect to mention WWE and AAA Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio and brand new general manager of the Hall in sports entertainment, AAA.
And a hell of a commentator, too.
No doubt about it. I've got to mind my P's and Q's. Ray's kind of my boss now, so forgive me.
Does JBL listen to him?
No, absolutely not. I think JBL's already on probation, as a matter of fact.
Well, Mysterio's the one who retired him, remember?
Sure do, on the grandest stage of them all. Let's see what Rey has left. Is it enough to topple the Intercontinental Champion?
All right, I'm back, guys. I'm back.
Here to tell us all about it, Alicia Taylor.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Intercontinental Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from San Diego, California, weighing in at 175 pounds, WWE Hall of Famer, Rey Mysterio.
Nice. I like that shirt.
And his opponent from Ecatepec, Mexico, weighing in at 87 kilos. He is the Intercontinental Champion, Penta!
Yes! Referee Eddie Arango will be the official in this championship match tonight. Penta sent out an Instagram post over the weekend saying that this is what dreams are made of. He called it the most meaningful match of his legendary career. An absolute honor to be in the ring with his hero, Rey Mysterio, tonight. For the first time
Penta
ever
versus
in
Rey.
WWE. These two have only met a handful of times in Mexico over the years. Penta versus Rey for the Intercontinental title.
This is going to be cool.
Javier Mysterio, how do you take the championship from the spectacular Penta?
Rey Mysterio simply needs to be Rey Mysterio. Be the best luchador of all time. As we can see, Rey can still push the pace. Rey has never lost a step despite all of the miles on his body throughout his career.
I wish I could find the fountain of youth like Rey Mysterio has. Penta now in position. Looking for a 619, and Penta launching right out to the apron. That's an out baseball slide.
Oh, nice.
Mysterio on fire for the Intercontinental title.
Damn it, man. 3 minutes. So if you need to go use the restroom or something, I would probably go ahead and do it. I had to go real fast, knowing that they're not going to go to break during entrances and all that because they already went to break after Penta. So, yeah, I had to go get me some more tea, empty out the tank. Now I can put more in it. And my boy Alberto, he's on YouTube, I guess, watching me. And you know what, buddy? You know what? You're watching me. Oh, man. But make sure, guys, I don't know. I got like 200 something people on following me on Kick. If you could please follow me on YouTube. I need 93 people, 93 more people on YouTube to monetize on YouTube. Well, 93 people plus like 1,000 watch hours or 4,000 watch hours, whatever it is. Like, I just need a lot of people to watch all my videos and interact with everything, follow over there, so that way we can monetize on YouTube. Because remember, I don't know if I ever told you, but the dream is, and the goal is to make this the permanent thing, you know, to make this the permanent thing. That way all the platforms are doing something for me and helping me out. That way we can bring more stuff to you guys. And of course, once we get back to it, we can start giving away those again. I remember at one point we were doing so good, we were able to give one of these away. I think I gave one of those away, that one in the middle. Someone requested that, and a big gold. But because they took down the original account, I couldn't bounce back from that and get to where we needed to be to start doing that again. But if all these platforms are doing something, then for sure we can get back to it. So make sure you follow everywhere and like all the videos and share all the videos and everything you can. Just 93. Hopefully me going live more though on YouTube helps me out, because I'm getting more views on my live content than I do on my sharing. But not true. There's quite a bit of videos I got on there that have a crap load of a lot of views. Son of a bitch. Hold up.
To sweep the leg of the challenger, Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, Penta's now cutting a promo on a drone.
Well, we talked about this moments ago, Cole. This is what Penta lives for. The man lives to fight. Now he feels like he's in a fight. The fact that he's in the ring with one of the greatest luchadors of all time is now irrelevant. It's somebody standing in the way of Penta keeping what's his.
And a kick right to the face of Rey. Rey stunned. And a step up enziguri by Penta. Takes Rey out. And now into the corner. And Penta right to the midsection.
Driving all the wind out of Rey Mysterio's body. Rey looking for respite on the outside.
I didn't want to be out there, though. Penta can fly. Penta, tope con hilo. Did I do that okay?
Getting there.
And again, champion's advantage in this matchup tonight. Rey's got to pin or submit the champion.
The Intercontinental Champion throwing caution to the wind. The personification of his ethos, Cero Miedo, zero fear.
One of the reasons he's been the Intercontinental Champion for nearly 100 days.
Do you hear this? We are in Paris, France, and the entire arena is chanting Lucha Libre.
And Penta now with Mysterio in trouble, center of the ring.
And as if either of these men needed added motivation, to hear that sort of adulation for their culture on a global scale means the world to both of these athletes.
Penta was calling for the Mexican Destroyer. Rey runs into the backstabber. Collapses to the ring. Is it enough for Penta to retain in a kick out? I don't agree with a lot of things that All Ego Ethan Page says.
Well, let's take another look as Penta able to go up and over Mysterio to deliver the backstabber, but still unable to put the Hall of Famer away.
But I do agree with what Page says about the Intercontinental Championship. This has been the workman's title for many, many years here in WWE. It's often the precursor to becoming a world champion at this level. Over a dozen Hall of Famers have held the title in their careers. It's so important, this championship, in the lineage of WWE.
Well, think of how many people are hunting Penta as we speak. We've got Rey Mysterio.
Oh, wow!
In the ring, who may take the title
For
here.
the championship, is it enough? Penta kicks it 2.5.
Ethan Page, Rusev, Javon Evans. I mean, everybody wants a shot at Penta, but Rey Mysterio reminding the world that he is timeless, turning that into a brutal tornado DDT.
Rey Mysterio, who's had an incredible career, in the Hall of Fame a couple of years ago, and he's still going. Sunset flip, looking for a power bomb. Penta able to hang on to the second rope. And now Penta with a kick intercepted by Rey. Drops him on his spine in the apron.
Look at Rey looking to dial it up.
Yeah, 619, a unique one there, unorthodox. Listen to this place.
Reminds me of a certain phenomenal one.
Oh! Sunset flip, power bomb into the barricade. Is it going to be Rey Knight?
Damn. Another break and during a good match. That's crazy. So, last thing that was said over here on Twitch was that Test will bust him in his shit if I need to. Damn. Such a violent little person. Having a... Oh, damn. Damn, this fool don't take a break. My friend over here, he works at Walgreens distribution center, and then does all those side gigs and all that. It's like this fool don't stop. He does not take a break for nothing. But damn, man, they're actually going longer than I thought. So we still got the rest of this matchup, probably another 5 or 6 minutes when they come back. Okay. So they'll probably go like for another 5 or 6 minutes, and then they'll do another break, bunch of other stuff, and then they'll come back and do the last match. He knew what he was getting to when he asked me out. I don't think he fully understood. He's probably expecting you to be a nice, sweet person, and then you just blindsided him and start beating him. Let's see. They're doing more stuff for the World Cup. No one ever answered me about the World Cup. Are y'all excited for it? Like anybody? I don't know if we have any soccer fans in the building. Like I'm gonna watch, but mostly because my father, he watches it, so he'll get me to watch with him. Kind of like how I get him to watch wrestling with me.
Fully aware that Rey does have an extensive history of knee injuries.
Yep, exactly. In fact, Ray and I were talking about surgeries and other developments over the last couple of years to keep those knees in tip-top shape. Uh-oh. Looking for a Penta driver, maybe.
What the hell?
Penta's got Rey caught middle of the ring. It looked like he was going for a Penta driver moments ago.
That's exactly what the Intercontinental Champion has in mind, but Rey Mysterio has studied his opposition as he... Oh! Super kick under the chin of Rey.
And just like that, Penta now looking to retain the championship. Penta's driver.
Oh, shit.
Rey kicks out at
damn.
2. Again, the resilience of Rey Mysterio.
Take another look at the Intercontinental Champion delivering the Penta driver. Rey trapped beneath Penta, but Mysterio, as he somehow always seems to do, finds the will to soldier on.
And Penta again calling for the Mexican Destroyer. Rey again intercepts. Reversal. Mysterio into the corner off the second rope, lands on the shoulders. Oh, Penta, my goodness!
Poison Rana!
Rey landed right on the...
I don't know who got the worst of that exchange.
Rey landed right on the top of his head. But he's okay.
Damn it, Rey.
619. Mysterio.
Damn it. He's going to do it.
He's going to do it. Rey's going to win it. Rey's going to win it.
Oh, 2 count. Damn.
Unbelievable. A 619. I gotta believe Ray at least rung his own bell, delivering the Poison Rana. That half of a second, if that hesitation from Mysterio made all the difference.
I'm still speechless after the Poison Rana.
It was tough to tell which luchador had the worst landing. But here they are. This is what the Intercontinental Championship means. The fans are chanting, "This is awesome." In AAA, we say, "Esto es lucha." This is wrestling.
Oh, and a big super kick by Penta to Mysterio. I almost knocked his head off. Looking for a Penta driver yet again. This time Mysterio rolls through, puts Penta in position. Another 619. Is this Ray's moment? Ray with an opportunity to win a third Intercontinental title. Top rope for Ray. Oh, and Penta got the knees up. Penta got the knees up.
A desperation move by the champion, but understandably so. There it is.
Oh, man.
Ray may be out after that landing. Penta retains in a classic.
That was a good match. Ray's actually smiling. He lost, got his ass whipped, but he's still smiling.
What a match, Corey.
No doubt about it. Both luchadors bringing their absolute best and then some tonight. And just when it seemed as though Rey Mysterio was closing in on another Intercontinental Championship reign, Penta got the knees up, delivered the Mexican Destroyer to what we believe is an already weakened neck of Mysterio. And still Intercontinental Champion. But what a fight.
Corey, we use the term dream match a lot. Tonight, there is no doubt about it. Oh, wait, Page
damn it.
Rusev. Page and Rusev assaulting Penta and Mysterio after that hellacious match.
This is uncalled for. We just witnessed an instant classic unfold. Both Page and Rusev want to be Intercontinental Champion, but this is inexcusable. There's no need for this. As big of a fan as I am of Ethan Page and Rusev. This is uncalled for. This is disrespectful.
And now Rusev with Rey Mysterio, middle of the ring, nowhere to go. Looking for that accolade. Continuing to punish.
Who is this? Oh, shit, Dragon Lee.
Thank goodness. Rey Mysterio's protege. The man considered the future of Lucha Libre. Dragon Lee has hit the scene.
The man who flies with fire.
Calm down, Taz. Calm down, girl.
But Rusev, well, trying to grab Lee from behind. And Dragon Lee unloading on Rusev.
But Ethan Page from behind.
Oh.
Dragon Lee and Fuego right now.
And Dragon Lee gonna send Page over the top rope to the floor.
There he goes again.
Rusev knocked down.
Dragon Lee is holding the ring.
Wanting to spread his wings, but Ethan Page not gonna allow it to happen. And now Dragon Lee into the timekeeper's area. And the problem now is Penta and Mysterio are defenseless.
This is uncalled for. Rusev and Ethan Page, you're crossing the line.
Not this, Rusev. Not this, come on.
No.
Just rip the mask off Mysterio.
What the hell?
The hell,
Disrespect, bro.
by Rusev.
Really?
Complete and
He
utter
just tried to rip off the mask.
by these two animals.
Chad Gable, here he goes.
Chad Gable. Hell yes. Gable.
That
walks
pop.
into the ring. Chad Gable with a
Suplex.
suplex to Ethan Page.
Another suplex to
Gable,
Rusev.
who's learned to respect Lucha Libre, who understands what it's like to lose the mask. And Gable making Rusev and Page pay.
Test set it off. Holy shit. Yep. Chad Gable definitely worked out when he was out.
Chad Gable as emotional as we've seen him in a long,
Ankle
long
lock.
time. And with the ankle lock locked in, Rusev dragging Page to safety.
Yeah.
And again, coming to the aid of Rey Mysterio, who had his mask mask ripped off by Rusev.
Me too.
No one knows that humiliation like Gable.
Don't turn him heel. Do not turn him heel.
I'll tell you, Corey, and you know this better than anyone, Chad Gable has come a long, long way.
We have said for years that Chad Gable may be the best professional wrestler in the business. And after the journey Gable has endured over the last year plus, Chad Gable belongs in the ring with the best of the best.
Sometimes you just have to find yourself.
A lot of smaller, undeserving women have entered the Queen of the Ring tournament, and I showed the world that truth when I dominated my first round match. Tres mujeres, tres perdedoras. My next job, blasting through everything that stands in my way. And what stands in my way is La Mosca Io Sky. Io, I have your number, chica. The last time we stepped into the ring together, it was me holding my arm up, victorious. And next week will be no different. Not only am I going to drag the genius of the Sky back down to earth and win Queen of the Ring, but I'm going to take that title off your BFF Rhea Ripley at SummerSlam. You know what? Maybe you should book a ticket to Minneapolis. Because when La Mamazota Raquel Rodriguez becomes your new WWE Women's Champion, and the Judgment Day takes over this entire women's division, your little mommy is gonna need a shoulder to cry on.
The semifinals begin next week. Live on Monday Night Raw on Netflix from Baltimore, Maryland. Io Sky versus Raquel Rodriguez.
Raquel
the
is mommy?
semifinals
Wow.
and Queen of the Ring.
She's fine as hell, so yeah, I can see that.
There we see the 7-foot Tongan terror, Tala Tonga, preparing for his King of the Ring
Tonight,
first
that's
round
Nate.
fatal four-way as he battles Seth Rollins, Javon Evans, and Ricky Saints tonight.
Alrighty. They went straight to Stranger Things. Ooh, let's see. LOL, and he still got more head than he got body. Jimmy Neutron. Damn. Phil's always coming after Chad Gable. Why are you always coming at him, bro? But man, that comment, Raquel is mommy. I'm not disagreeing. Raquel can be my mommy anytime she wants. I mean, I remember before everyone started feeling her, who was there first? WTP. I was there saying, damn, this woman fine. Him and JD should tag Lord Fire Quad and Jimmy Neutron. Oh my God, Phil. Or Tess said that one. Damn. Y'all just on the roll today. But I challenge anyone to say that I wasn't feeling Raquel when she first came on the scene. Because, man, that woman is tall and beautiful and Latina. Forget about it. But she says she only dates guys that are taller than her. WTP, we can't act like we don't see his big ass. I'm not saying nothing. He does got a big ass head. I'm just saying you always got to come at the man. Let him make it. What's going on here? They got another jackass coming out or something? And I thought I saw Bam Margera on that. Best and last. Guys, really? They kind of just need to quit it at this point. Is that Georgia St. Pierre? Can't remember. That looked like him. Just need someone to be Hey Arnold with a. Oh my God. Oh, you guys. We got less than a minute left of the breaks. They'll probably do a few promos and then come back with the match or something. I'm not sure. All right, they're back. Let me see.
This is Paris, the Accor Arena, wrapping up this leg of what has been an incredible European tour. What a few weeks it's been. The first half of the tour began in Liverpool, in the United Kingdom, all the way back the end of May. Friday Night SmackDown kicked off the TV portion of the tour in Barcelona, Spain. WWE fans and our WWE superstars enjoying themselves throughout the entire tour across Europe. And then the second half would kick off with Madrid and then Bologna, Italy, where I had the pleasure of being this past Friday night on SmackDown. And of course, tonight, wrapping up in Paris, France. It has been just an electric atmosphere all throughout Europe, including here tonight among some of the greatest WWE fans on the entire planet. We are in Paris tonight for what has just been an unbelievable atmosphere. And we wrap up this part of the tour tonight in Paris. However, 2 weeks from tonight, we return to London Monday and Tuesday with Raw and SmackDown.
Merci beaucoup, Perry.
See you in 2027. Yeah.
Before leaving the US, Asuka-san entrusted me with the WWE Women's Division. 先輩から託された名誉と責任を守るためにこんなに真剣に取り組んでいることはない。ラケル、あんたは確かに手強い。But you have no honor. You have no heart. お前の行動はすべて裏で糸を引く女、リブ・モーガンのエゴのためだけだ。あんたのためにも、あんたをその責任から解放してやるよ。来週このトーナメントで私がお前の連勝を止めてジャッジメントデーを地に落とす。 And at SummerSlam, I will become something you have never been. A world champion.
Oof. Throwing slugs, man. Throwing
Next
slugs
week
at him.
on Monday Night Raw, the semifinals of the Queen of the Ring tournament get underway as the Genius of the Sky, Io Sky, goes one-on-one with the powerhouse of the Judgment Day.
So next week in Baltimore, Maryland for Monday Night Raw, it is the return of the Tribal Chief, the World Heavyweight Champion. Roman Reigns will be live on Netflix, and a lot for him to discuss with the Usos, Jacob, and LA Knight. A lot going on here for the Tribal Chief.
And the King of the Ring semifinals get underway as the King of the Luchadores, the Triple A Mega Campeon, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, goes one-on-one with the ruler, Oba Femi, in Baltimore.
Good luck, Dom.
I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Thank you, my little Roxy.
I wanted to talk to you about something, but I didn't want to talk to you about it before your match. Okay. But I've just been thinking, and you were right. Last week, I was just down about getting knocked out of the tournament, and I was just thinking about myself when I should just be thinking about the bigger picture.
Exactly.
The Judgment Day.
Exactly.
So I want you to win Queen of the Ring. Or Raquel, because a win for one is a win for all.
Yeah, totally.
Honestly,
100%.
I think the best thing would be for you and Raquel to face each other, and then we can't lose.
Dominic, are you okay?
Yeah, that was just
Oh my goodness.
that was crazy.
Crazy.
I don't know what we're gonna do about Oba. We had a plan and it didn't work.
Do you know what? I don't think you should worry. I just think we need to do things a little bit differently and actually have some ideas I want to tell you
You got
guys.
a plan?
Yeah, I do.
What you got? She got a plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come, I'll tell you guys.
What kind of plan?
Come on, Roxy.
I'll catch up with you guys later.
It was a bad plan, Dom.
Michael Cole, I heard that. It was a bad fan down. I think it is too, Phil.
In the King of the Ring tournament, introducing first from Denver.
So I think something's going to happen next, was it Friday or next week? That I think Raquel's going to lose.
Who is heading to the semifinals in the King of the Ring Fatal 4-Way live next.
He probably didn't pack a lot for this tour. Or he just likes the jacket.
Who's ready?
Who's ready? 3 minutes. As always. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Oh, man. They're actually probably going to pass the 2.5 hour mark this time. I don't think that was the last break, and I think they're going to keep the entrances going during the entire break, which I wouldn't blame them. You know, probably because it's their last day in, you know, their European tour. They're probably going to give them as much time as they can, which technically Raw is supposed to be 3 hours. Technically, but I think they said, oh, we're going to go however long we want. If it takes 2 hours or 2.5 or two whatever, less than 3 hours, then we're just going to do that. Which I think they're cheating us, the fans at home, out of more action. Because that last hour, in the third hour, you could literally give us like 2 more matches. But they spread out these matches so far in between with all these promos and commercials. Like, they're robbing us, like, straight up. I don't know if anybody else feels the same. Y'all don't say much. Oba's going to leave a mark on Dominic so spectacular that it teaches us what not to do. Well, if you know, you know. Damn. All right. I have a friend texting me right now. He's pretty much agreeing with all of us and everybody that says this. Chad Gable should get a push after his AAA match. That shit was badass, which I'm not disagreeing with. That was a badass match, and they should give him a push. And I think they are. They're already planting that seed. And I'm hoping they don't turn him heel, because this Chad Gable, the one that's like sympathetic, apologetic, and all that, it's a good version. To ruin that with turning him heel would just mess it all up. Because he could be like the ultimate babyface. We've seen it once.
Of the summer, SummerSlam is coming to US Bank Stadium in Minnesota, August 1st and 2nd. Individual event tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster. The winner of the King of the Ring tournament will be a part of SummerSlam, as will the winner of the Queen of the Ring tournament. They will challenge for world championships in Minnesota. And this young man, Ricky Saint, the absolute, I believe, sky-high ceiling for Ricky Saints.
I don't even know if there is a ceiling for Ricky Saints, man. This guy is handsome, he's fashionable, and he is smoother than silk in the ring.
owns a victory over Carmelo Hayes this
Ricky
past Friday night
Starks, I mean, Saints.
on SmackDown. And tonight's WWE Raw is brought to you by
Tala Tonga.
DoorDash. The door to more.
I think he already made his entrance.
Ricky
Yep, he
Saints
did.
are full of confidence. Known this young man for many years, and he continues to impress me in the ring.
It's amazing how long you've known Ricky Saints. They only started speaking to you about 3 weeks ago.
Oh no, that's what someone told you, some gossip.
Yeah, Ricky. King Ricky.
No, he didn't.
Your boy is
Bouncy.
And the opponent from Greensboro, North Carolina, weighing in at 195 pounds, Javon Evans.
You know, Corey, here is a young man who is on the cusp of superstardom.
I couldn't say it any better myself. I completely agree with you. Javon Evans, in short order, has managed to captivate the entire WWE universe with his mind-blowing athleticism and infectious attitude. I'm a huge fan of Javon Evans, and we're about to find out if he has what it takes to take that next step in his career. That next step being King of the Ring.
But when you look at the ring tonight, you have to believe that Seth Rollins has to be a clear favorite. Just the experience factor alone against the young OG Javon Evans. Ricky Saints up here just for a month or so at this level. Tala Tonga, very green as well.
On paper, I would absolutely agree with you, Cole, aside from the fact that Seth is facing off with three very cagey individuals. Seth Rollins, as the most experienced superstar in this matchup, may wind up a target.
It's a fatal four-way matchup, which means the first man to gain pinfall or submission will win. No countouts, no disqualifications. Rollins mentioned this earlier tonight. The last time he fought in Paris last year, he actually defended the world title in a fatal four-way matchup. So here we go. The official in this matchup is Sean Bennett tonight.
And I love that out of Ricky Saints. Off of the opening bell, a clear right hand to Seth Rollins. Take one opponent, set him aside, and pick him apart.
And now Javon Evans using his speed and his quickness. Tala Tonga looking to use his power. Evans, second rope, went for the springboard cutter, but Tala Tonga just hung on.
Absolutely.
Oh, what a tackle. And now Seth Rollins going to square off with Tala Tonga. The winner will advance to the semifinals to face the winner of Friday night's Fatal Four-Way on SmackDown. And Rollins again looking to force Tonga to make some mistakes, but those chops having very little effect on this massive man. Oh, that tackle turning Rollins inside out.
For all of Rollins' experience, I don't know if he's ever been hit that hard. My goodness. Keep your eyes on the young OG.
You know, it's interesting, this past Friday night on SmackDown, Solo Sikoa warned Royce Keys that a war may be coming. A reference, of course, to Reigns in the bloodline. Can you imagine if Tala Tonga wins the King of the Ring and he faces Roman at SummerSlam?
King Tonga could change the complexion of the entire WWE universe.
And Rollins runs right into Tonga, tried to send him over the top rope. Evans as well, but Tonga hanging on. Ricky Saints now back into the battle.
I like this strategy by Evans and Rollins to this point. Work together to take out the big man.
And Ricky Saints. Oh, and Tonga with an elbow.
Opportunistic Ricky Saints.
That's a great way to put it.
And that's how you gotta be in a fatal four-way environment. There's chaos all around you. You have to keep your eyes wide open and not miss a beat.
And now he's just sending Evans to Tala Tonga as these two have formed a shaky alliance here. Ricky Saints, a man with all the talent in the world, a great in-ring performer, but will do what he has to do to win, like we saw Friday night.
Listen, Ricky Saints is a longtime protege of who? Cody Rhodes. You don't think Saints went to Cody, picked his brain a little bit about how to deal with Seth Rollins? Oh my!
And that was with the shirt on. Imagine if he took the shirt off.
He said, let's keep working together here. This would be ingenious if it works out for Saints. Let Tonga do all the tough work. And
we got HBK and Diesel vibes.
Well, yes.
Oh,
Good call.
that didn't last
Perfect
long.
call. Big boot by Tonga now to Ricky Saints.
If I had to poke a hole in Tala Tonga's game, it's that sometimes he takes a little too long to survey the situation. It's a lack of experience. In time, it will come. When Tala Tonga can react and realize that he's 7 feet tall and he is freakishly strong.
Yeah, like this.
Good luck.
He's going to send Javon Evans.
Wow.
Over the top rope to the floor. Tala Tonga dominating.
Another break. 3 minutes. I take back what I said. They could still be under the 2.5 hour mark. Because I just looked up, it's 3:13, which this break is 3 minutes. Then they'll be back by 3:16 or 3:17 around there. And match probably could go another 8 minutes. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, let's see what they got here. Okay. My back is hurting today. Don't know why. I need to think I'm gonna be in the gym tonight since I ain't got nothing else to do. We'll see how I feel after my medication though. I've been live for over 2 hours. That's what it tells me on my screen over here. I swear they just throw the most random ass breaks on here. Like I'm seeing a commercial for Battery Plus, and it's pretty much a guy with the title belt. I guess anything to get on that Monday Night Raw spot. Okay, we got 15 seconds left. Just waiting for that to be up. Here we go.
Destroying everything in his path in this fatal four-way.
Oh, look at the size of this man.
Ricky Saints, who has no idea where he is. Well, Aldo Saints, though, great move, driving Tonga to the post, and now an opportunity, perhaps, for someone in this fatal four-way. Maybe it's Seth Rollins with a suicide dive, driving Tonga into the barricade, still on his feet, however.
Gonna take more than that, Seth.
Saints driving Tonga again, shoulder first to the post.
The big man is staggered.
And finally, they deciding to work together to take the big man out, just like that.
Smart strategy by Rollins and Saints. Now, Ricky, thumb him in the eye.
And again, it's legal. There's no disqualification. Fatal four-way rules.
If I were to compete in a match like this, I'd start.
Look at this! Look at this! Tonga has both men.
Oh! He came out of nowhere.
Barricade.
My goodness!
And now back into the ring. Ricky Saints, Seth Rollins. Big opportunity now for those two men. Turn this into a one-on-one matchup, at least momentarily.
Evans has neutralized the massive Tala Tonga. Rollins and Saints one-on-one inside the ring. This is the sort of opportunity in a fatal four-way you can only hope for. As we take another look at Javon Evans propelling himself into the barricade, over the barricade to take down Tonga.
Ricky Saints looking for the biggest win of his career here tonight. A rising star on Friday Night SmackDown, has all the tools, has the attitude. And a big clothesline, though, from Seth Rollins, the 6-time world champion. Running knee. And a Falcon Arrow. And now Rollins may be looking to put Ricky Saints away. The man who knocked off Braun Breaker last week.
Rollins lining up Saints, but keep your eyes on the young OG. Wow! Red dot.
Cover to advance. Rollins has got a kick at it too. Almost a massive upset for Evans here tonight.
Javon Evans well aware that in fact it was simply 2, and the young OG understands there's more work to be done. It is time to get bouncy in Paris. Javon lining up Rollins.
Springboard up the second rope. Rollins caught him. Kick to the midsection. Now setting Javon up, center of the ring, looking for a pedigree. Javon Evans able to counter with the right hand.
That boy!
Bouncy.
Rollins caught him.
Oh, hell.
Uh-oh.
Went for the buckle bomb. Evans turned Rollins into the corner.
Counter for counter between the young OG and the visionary. And Javon looking to take flight, but
absolute Ricky Saints cuts him off with a boot. And now with that revolution.
Nice.
That's it.
DDT. Cover by Saints. Evans so close.
2.
Oh, man.
Absolute Ricky Saints.
I was already having visions, Michael Cole, of the parade down Bourbon Street for King Ricky of New Orleans if he becomes king of the ring. But Javon Evans had a little too much left in the tank.
That revolution DDT almost putting Evans away as the capacity crowd looks on tonight in Paris. One of these men heading to the semifinals of the King of the Ring tournament to take on the winner of Friday night's first round matchup on Friday Night SmackDown.
Saints trying to make the climb to the top rope, but Rollins interrupting.
And that'll give Javon Evans time. He slipped it out.
Oh, he went over.
Again, high-risk offense, but Javon Evans right back on the attack.
This kid is unbelievable.
He jumped so high, he jumped over the damn
Saints wasn't able to recover in that moment.
Evans never says die.
Oh,
Seth Rollins, though.
damn.
Gonna take advantage.
Pedigree.
Cover.
Talatonga's in there.
Oh, no. Oh, no. It'll be time to hit the showers for Rollins.
Went for the Tala T-bomb. Seth Rollins, though, with a kick.
Right field.
Seth trying to take the big man off his feet again. And Tala Tonga now, a bit overzealous, went over the top rope thanks to Rollins. And now Ricky Saints dumping Rollins over the top rope.
Oh,
Saints now one-on-one with Evans.
Yeah, looking to turn his attention to Javon Evans and perhaps set him up for the Rochambeau.
Rochambeau, Michael Cole.
And here we go.
Javon got out of it.
And Saints sent out to
why would you throw him out?
Uh-oh.
You need his ass in the ring.
That look in his eyes.
He's getting bouncy. There you go.
Javon Evans taking everybody out.
Now pick up the weakest one. Or the one that's most out.
The young OG taking a
Rollins?
massive risk that paid off huge dividends.
And now Javon has Rollins in the ring. Javon Evans gonna head up top.
Looking for the OG cutter.
And Ricky Saints was right there. Saints, how impressive has he been in this match?
Extremely opportunistic in the right place at the right time.
And now Seth Rollins on offense. What is Seth going to do here?
I have no idea, but I don't like it.
And now that tower of a man.
Everybody's in the ring.
Tonga.
Oh, God, no. No, 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 no.
Look at the power.
Oh, Javon.
Evans
He did a backflip.
somehow landed on his feet.
Oh, knock him out of the ring.
Oh,
Damn, that
Evans
hurt.
cover by Tonga. Rollins breaks things up.
Damn.
Credit where it's due to Tala Tonga. This young man is growing into a force in WWE.
What about Javon Evans? What about Ricky Saints? What they've shown in this matchup here tonight against one of the all-time greats in Rollins. And Tala Tonga now will send Rollins out to the floor. And Tonga now. Ripping apart our announce table. Get out of there,
about to get
Graves.
the worst of this.
I'm trying. I'm a little trapped here.
I volunteered. Damn. That's really just not like Ricky
Tala
Saints.
Tonga standing over a fallen Seth freaking Rollins. And Rollins about to experience a No!
Javon Evans caught by Tonga. Tala Tonga now. Stop! Stop by Rollins.
Tala's skull just bounced off the cowl of the French announce desk.
And what does Seth Rollins do now? Tightrope walk on the barricade.
Finish the job.
Another monster.
Off the barricade onto a curb stomp. Ricky's like going to nope.
Ricky Saints moves out of harm's way. Went for the revolution again. Seth Rollins into a stomp.
Damn.
Seth Rollins is going to advance in the King of the Ring.
His theory. What the hell?
Drag the official off the couch.
What's theory doing there?
It's creator.
That means Braun's there somewhere.
Austin Theory. And now.
Oh, there goes Montez.
Ford coming to the aid. Attacking Theory. This alliance that's been formed with Ford and Rollins.
Bound by a common enemy.
Fighting him off. There he goes.
Breaker. Torpedo
I guess it's one of those things like you can be done with me, but I'm not done with you. Forget that. Look at Ricky.
Rollins wiped out by the unpredictable badass.
But it's Ricky's moment.
No, it isn't. It's Javon Evans' moment.
Oh! Come on, do it. Pin him. Don't waste your time.
Evans
Yes. Yes.
Screws.
Hell yeah.
Here is your winner,
That boy bouncy.
I mean, tremendous wherewithal for Javon Evans to bring
Man.
awareness to pull this off.
I really thought Ricky Saints was about to steal that
To
one.
the young OG who fought through the pain, who endured, delivered an OG cutter, and now takes one step
Man.
closer
That was
to
actually
becoming
really
King
good.
of the Ring. But this thing was wild and off the rails almost from the opening bell. This is some of the punishment suffered by all of these men tonight for the right to take the next step. A super stomp by Rollins off the barricade took Tala out.
Seth had this match won, Corey. Seth Rollins is going to the semifinals of the King of the Ring.
You're absolutely right, Cole. It didn't look like Ricky Saints was getting up, but Austin Theory would
In
grab
all
our
honesty,
official Sean Bennett,
I
which is
thought
legal.
they were going to give that to
And
Seth
then
Rollins.
Braun Breaker
I did not think
nearly
any of
cut
the other
Seth
three was going
Rollins
to
in
win.
half. A
did
week
not
after
think that.
Rollins believed he put the vision in
But
the
the
rear
fact that they
view
gave it to
mirror.
Javon,
But Evans,
that's
recognizing
really
the
good.
opportunity, stepped up to the plate. It is high, it is deep, and it is no longer playable. The young OG moving on to the next round.
Yeah, the semifinals against
So he'll
the
go
winner of
against
Friday
whoever
night's
wins the
fatal
other match
four-way
this
match.
Friday.
Javon Evans celebrates, but for Seth Rollins, history repeats itself tonight.
Damn, that's
Rollins
crazy, though.
thought the vision
Good for
was in his
Javon, though.
rear
Good
view
for
mirror.
Javon.
Think
Say that.
again. They cost Seth a chance at the world title.
Anybody that's in King of the Ring, your ass about to get messed up, gang. Come on, King of the Ring, 2026, the young OG, King Javon.
Man, that was good Monday Night Raw. I'm not gonna lie, or Monday afternoon Raw. But all right, guys, this was fun. I appreciate everybody joining me today. I'll be back tomorrow with some NXT. So until then, y'all stay safe. God bless and peace.